Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Super Regionals presented by Capital One. Electric Morgantown. They've been camping out since early this morning to get a spot for Game 1 of the Super Regional between the Cal Poly Mustangs and the number 16 national seed, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Pepperoni and Cal Poly, 39-22. Ryan Taman, the GO, Big West Player of the Year. The cleanup batter is a ball hit well to left. Back on it, just shy of the track. Ben Lumsden makes the catch, and that's how this Super Regional. Pitched last Friday and got the win against Binghamton. On the ground to second. Routine for Gavin Kelly. Slings it on to first. And 2 quick outs for Chanson Cole.
Last 12 innings for Chanson Cole. Very, very effective. 18th strike.
Ground ball the other way and into left. Beating the shift was Dylan Kordich. And a 2-out hit for Cal Poly and his first hit of the NCAA tournament. And Kordich aboard for Ryan. 18 homers for the Cal Poly catcher. And he gets under this one. A towering fly, playable in left. Ben Lumsden coming over toward the line. And he makes the one-handed catch to retire the side. For the Mustangs, 1 hit, 1 left. They're loving it here in Morgantown. So is Pat Mack. Run Guzman. And the pitch is light, and he beat the shift the other way. He might try for 2, racing around first, on his way to second, and he dives in safe at second base. A hustle double for Guzman to get it started for the Mountaineers. The pitch. In the air, right center field. Ranging over is Dylan Kordich to the alleyway. And the right fielder makes the catch, tagging. Guzman breaks for third. He'll get there easily. Deep fly out, advancing the runner. Excellent defender. And it's ball 4, and Ness walks him on 4.
Probably a smart decision considering the situation. How about Paul Schoenfeld coming into that at bat? Can I interest you in a .696 average?
Just Southern. Runners in the corners, 1 out. A threat for the Mountaineers. And there's a ball hit well out toward deep left center. Murray going back, onto the track, at the wall, gone, home run!
Oh, Pat McAfee loves it. Sean Smith's going to like it even more. And for the man that had more hit-by pitches in the regional. And then that set the stage for Sean Smith. Again, look where the pitch is. I mean, that is exactly what you asked for as a middle-of-the-order bat. I think he knew he got enough. It carried a little bit. For those that are just watching Morgantown for the first time and how the ball plays here,
behind the plate for West Virginia today. Bouncer near the bag at second station. That's Jake Downing, the second baseman, right behind the bag. And he throws on Gravelin 2 away.
Good visit, right? Pitching coach comes out. Hey, just give him a breath. Leave it elevated. This is a West Virginia team, and particularly Einish, been great at putting the ball in play.
Change up, line to center, right toward Casey Murray Jr. And he goes back to make the catch, side retired, but a big strike for West Virginia. The last 9 games, he is 13 for his last 28. Line drive, left center toward the gap. That'll get all the way to the wall, and Hoyland digging for 2. And a leadoff double for Cal Poly to start the second. And the Mustangs, 3rd in the country in double.
Jake Downing.
That's prestigious company.
That's pretty good.
Baseball legacy, Jim Fregosi went there, Greg Jeffries, same high school. Called strike 3, and Downing has gone looking.
Mitch.
Swing and a miss, down. Over the top of the changeup.
All of that predicated Downing.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, tied him up on a pitch down and in. And 3 straight strikeouts to wiggle out of it after the leadoff double for Cal Poly.
How about a shutdown? The number 1 national seed UCLA dispatched.
Popped up, shallow left center off the bat of Brody Kresser. And the left fielder, Dante Bikini, over and in to make the catch. And there's one gone here in the last of the second inning.
Kind of having to recoup the emotion a little bit. Gets knocked in the face there with the 3-run homer in the first. How do you respond to that adversity here?
2-2. Tipped into the glove, held on to by Taman. And Lumsden, strikeout victim number one.
Under the hitting speed for most of these lineups.
High chop, charging in a third. Alejandro Garza on the move, flips to first, and he gets him on a close play. Garza showing off that arm right there.
Wow, what footwork. Colonel twin sister Bianca, and then his older brother and sister Dominic and Sophia. Go figure, fraternal twins as well.
And he's caught looking. 4 consecutive batters. First team all Big West. The 2-strike pitch, chasing one. That's 5 consecutive batters that Cole has struck out.
Well, and it hasn't mattered between the slider or the change.
Cole strikes out the side. 6 straight hitters that Jansen Cole has struck out.
Working south. Let's see if he makes the adjustment second time through.
Pops this one up. Right side of the infield. Jake Downing gives way to the shortstop, Nate Castellon. And he makes the catch. And there's one out here in the last of the third. Kelly a fly out in the first. And weak grounded to short, charging it is Castellon on the move. And he throws him out. And 2 quick outs for Griffin Ness in the bottom of the third.
Continue to describe what we saw.
Schoenfeld, a weak ground at a third. The first pitch fielded by Alejandro Garza. Rifles to first. Griffin Ness, a 4-pitch inning. On to the fourth, 3-0 Mountaineers. Ryan Taman, Cam Hoyland to follow for the Mustangs. And the first pitch is in the air to right field. Going back on it is Guzman to the track, at the wall. Gone, home run. First pitch ambush. Dylan Kordich gets the Mustangs on the board.
Well, that's the rebuttal you were looking for if you're Cal Poly. You needed a moment after the quick, and I mean inning of alacrity from Griffin Ness. 4 pitches to get the boys back to the back. Go south, but staying home, one of the pride of the area.
Struck him out. Off speed, down and in. 7 consecutive outs via the strikeout for Jansen Cole. Well, the JC transfer. And that one hit him. And a 1-out base runner for Cal Poly, and Hoyland will trot down to first.
You can tell the reaction from Jansen Cole there. Upset at himself, kind of yanked. Challenging stories of how they tried to get to his major league debut.
Strike 3 called. Inside edge. 8 strikeouts for Jansen Cole. Championship out in Arizona. Murray goes the other way and pokes one into right for a hit. Around second, Cam Hoyland to third. And a 2-out single the other way by Casey Murray Jr. 5-game hitting streak now from
10 runs driven in.
1-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 9 strikeouts, and Jansen Cole each.
Larry, your ace on the hill, Griffin Ness, got hit kind of in the...
Gets past the diving Casey Murray Jr., backed up by Dante Bikini. And Sean Smith, the leadoff double to open up the bottom of the fourth.
I was going to ask you, Coach, Griffin was, really good bounce that he has imposed here on this Cal Poly program. Exceptional.
In the air, right side. Shallow right, hustling over toward the line, and a basket catch made. Now breaking for third is Sean Smith. And a tremendous throw. Dylan Kordich, the rifle to third, and the double play for Cal Poly. Inside ball 4. Second walk issued by Griffin Ness. And the Mountaineers have runners at the corners with 1 out. And Brody Kresser coming up.
So a very leadoff hitter mentality
for Cal Poly. The overshift on by the Mustangs defensively. Line drive out towards shallow left. And it bounces in front of Dante Bikini and a hit. RBI for Brody Kresser. Sean Smith is in, 4-1 West Virginia.
Well, he only had 1 RBI.
The pitch. ball 4. They're loaded for the Mountaineers.
Well, Ben Lumsden had 9 walks in the Morgantown Regional. That led everyone on the West Virginia offense.
Base is full for West Virginia. Ness in desperate need of a strike. In the air to right, toward the line. Racing back toward the corner. It is gone! Grand slam, Tyrus Hall.
Willie.
Tyrus Hall sends one over the wall. Ball 1 to Armani Guzman. Back to the top of the order for the Mountaineers.
Well, this is again another mistake elevated in what you dream of with the bases loaded spot. And Tyrus Hall did not miss.
The other way. And Guzman, a sharp signal to left.
Next year's 2027 Major League Draft.
Runner goes. It's a strike throw to second for Ryan Taman, not in time. 37th steal for Armani Guzman.
Well, and West Virginia has more.
Ground ball left side. Breaking for third is Guzman. No play for Nate Castellona, third. And Gavin Kelly thrown out, 2 away. Even though the ball was in front of him. 2-strike pitch. In the air, left field toward the corner goes Dante Vicchini. He'll have a play, and the side is retired, but not before. The Mountaineers send 9 to the plate. They score 5 here in the 5th. Cole, the pitch. And that's a line drive to right. And a leadoff single to open up the 5th for the Mustangs. Hit number 5 for Cal Poly. Vicchini is on, now to the top of the order. And weak number in front of the plate. Tough play out in front, and a nice play down to first. And handled by Matthew Gravelin for the out as Dante Vicchini gets to second.
Very smart by Gravelin to call off.
9 strikeouts for Chanson Cole. Ground ball to short. Matt Einish looks the runner back and throws out Alejandro Garza at first. Textbook right there, and there's 2 away in the Cal Poly 5th.
3 pitches at will so far this afternoon.
It is 10th homer in the 4th. And that one gets away from the catcher Matthew Gravelin, and over to third goes Dante Vicchini on the wild pitch. Vicchini, the runner at third. The payoff to Kordich. The other way, liner to left, back on his Lumsden, still going back, reaches the rim of the warning track, and he makes the catch on the line drive to retire the side.
Against right-handers right at the Mendoza line.
The pitch, and a hard grounder back through the middle, and Sean Smith is 3 for 3.
Baseball makes sense, right?
And it's in tight, 2 on, nobody out, and the Mountaineers are at it again.
Well, the discipline so far that Steve Saban's crew has shown has really been beneficial, especially in the middle of the lineup and really setting the position.
Hitters count for Einish. Runners go, it's ball 4, and they're loaded.
Getting warmer out there. Game's starting to speed up a bit.
Popped up. Shallow right, coming in is Dylan Kordich. And the right fielder takes charge, makes the catch, bluffing. Down the line and back to third goes Sean Smith. And that's exactly what Cal Poly needed.
100%. And might have caught a break, too. I was man on deck. Lumsden been exceptionally patient so far.
On the ground, could be 2. Bobble. Jake down into second, on to first. Nate Castellone, double play, and Cal Poly escapes without any damage. 30-seat jets for Cal Poly to travel here to Morgantown. After the Mustangs were scrambling, looking for commercial flights initially, as Ryan Taman is swinging a miss, and a season-high tying 10 strikeouts for Chan. Here it comes to Hoyland. And it's strike three called. 11 strikeouts for Chanson Cole.
Effort from the right-hander.
Now it's Jake Downing. And a ground ball to first. Handle. Brody Kresser to the bag. To Cole covering. And a 1-2-3 inning. 6 strong innings from Chanson Cole. Line drive, left center. Another hit for West Virginia. Casey Murray Jr. cuts it off. Wide turn, but slamming on the brakes. Tyrus Hall back to first base. And a leadoff single to open up the home half of the 6th.
Graham GPA. You want to talk about great on the field, even better in the classroom. Cumulative GPA over 3.0.
Runner goes, swing and a miss. Taman's throw down to second base, not in time. Tyrus Hall dives in with a stolen base. The 1-0 to Kelly. Line drive to right, and that one sinks right toward Dylan Kordich. Rifles it back in, and back to second base goes Tyrus Hall. And there are 2 outs as Kelly hit it sharply the other way, but right at Dylan
Pens as well.
3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, got him, and struck him out with something soft. Second strikeout for Troy Cooper. 1 hit, 1 left for the Mountaineers. Murray hits it weakly to second base. Roller to Gavin Kelly. Throws out Murray at first, and there's 1 out.
Well, now if you're Steve Sabins, you're on borrowed time for Chanson Cole. This is all bonus outs.
Pauly, first baseman. Spiridonov pulls it into left. And a soft liner over third. And off to elevate. 1-2 pitch. Pulled sharply off the glove of the first baseman, Brody Kresser, who then retrieves it, gets the out at first. Going to second is Spiridonov. That was a rocket off the bat of Bikini.
102 mile an hour.
Ground ball toward the hole. Backhanded. Einish, a long throw to first. Safe on a close play. Infield hit for Nate Castillon. Boy, Matt Einish did everything he could. That was a strong throw from Cole, the 1-strike pitch. Line to center. Coming on and drops in front of Paul Schoenfeld for a hit. Bounces away, but he quickly gets to it. Stopping at second is Castillon. Garza, an RBI single, and it's 8-2 West Virginia.
Well, this is just
homered in the 4th. Kordich got under this one. A towering pop-up. Shallow center. Schoenfeld roaming in. Right on the logo. Makes the catch. Side retired. 1 run, 3 hits. We're stretching in Morgantown.
3 strikeouts. That is how you put up some crooked numbers and extend to a big early lead.
The pitch. And that's strike 3 called on the outside edge from Cooper in his 3rd strikeout since traveling. Troy Cooper, the 3rd pitcher for Cal Poly today. And the pitch. Line the other way, and Gravelin with a sharp single. Hit number 9 for the Mountaineers and a 1-out base runner in the last.
Earlier, helping form one of the best catching cores with Gavin Kelly they've had in program history.
The other way, Matt Einish punches one into right. Or to left field, rather, going the other way. And there's 2 on with 1 out as Gravelin, career postseason starts. Ground ball to short. Diving stop. Nate Castillon flips, not in time. They're loaded for the Mountaineers with 1 out. Infield hit for Kresser.
What an effort.
Line to right, toward the line. That's a hit. It'll roll for a while. Matthew Gravelin is in. Right behind him, Matt Einish. Rounding third, a late stop sign. Brody Kresser back to third base. Ben Lumsden a 2-run double. 10-2 West Virginia.
It has just been an onslaught. And the bottom of this lineup delivering yet again for the Mountaineers. Lumsden hanging breaking ball, deposits that stage right, and just continuing what has been a remarkably consistent day. Now 5 for 13. The Mountaineer offense attack is with
Bottom of the order coming up big for the Mountaineers in game 1. Skied right side. Into foul ground, giving way, and a sliding catch is made. Now breaking for the plate is Brody Kresser. Safe on the close play at the plate. Now Taman looking for it. The second baseman, Jake Down.
Down territory down the right field line here in Morgantown, but a heads-up base running play all the way around.
Jammed in a pop-up, tough play behind third, twisting and turning, and behind third base, Alejandro Garza able to run it down to take, line, and Taman off the glove with a diving first baseman Kresser into right, and into foul ground, Taman digging for two. The throw from Guzman, safe and sliding in with a double. And Ryan Taman extends his hitting streak. 1 for 2 with a double back in the second. And that ball's lined to right. And that one is caught on the move by Guzman for the out. That hit well by Harlan, but too well.
Back-to-back triple-digit exit velos. 103 from Taman.
That's part of the greatness and the wholesomeness of college athletics. Ground ball to second. Gavin Kelly up with it. Short throw to first as Ryan Taman goes to third.
I think what struck us most is,
3-2, and it's ball 4, and Murray draws a walk. That is the first walk issued by West Virginia pitching here in game 1.
Just a heck of an at-bat right there.
Hard grounder on one bounce to short. Matt Einish goes to second, gets the force on Casey Murray Jr., and the side is retired. 1 hit, 2 left to the last of the 8th. 11-2 Mountaineers. Major League Baseball ESPN draft analyst Kylie McDaniel, and that one finds the gap and skips over the head of Casey Murray Jr. Flying around second, slamming on the brakes, and Gavin Kelly retreats to second.
Between those two teams, that's for sure.
Line drive to right. Good break on it, coming over and in is Dylan Kordich for the out. Out, trying to get back to second base. They doubled off.
Guards close to the vest.
And a 4-pitch walk. Sean Smith aboard here with 2 down.
Walk number 6 for the West Virginia offense. And a lot of that from Steve Saban's conversation with us, and you can understand why. He said, I want
the pitch. In the air, left field. Back on it is Vicchini at the track. Looks up off the top of the wall in left center. They're going to hold Sean Smith to third, where that high fence just to the center field side of the.
And Rich Rodriguez, what they have seen from the Mountaineer baseball team.
3-1. And it's high. They're loaded as Einish has walked for a third time. Well, make full count for Kresser. Pendleton ready. And the pitch. And it's high. Ball 4 that walks in a run. 12-2 West Virginia, in case you're wondering. 2-strike pitch. On the ground, right side. Toward the hole, flagged down by Jake Downing. And he gets the out at first to retire the side. Another run for the Mountaineers. 1-2 to Vicchini. Popped it up. Waiting for it to come down and taking charge. That's the shortstop, Matt Einish. 1 out of the 9th.
Steve Saban said.
Ground ball to third. Routine for Tyrus Hall. Across to first. 2 outs in the 9th.
Closest
Far from the home team.
Correct.
Here comes the 1-1 to Garza. Ground ball towards short. Charging it, Matt Einish. Fields on to first. 1-2-3 go the Mustangs in the 9th. And West Virginia has won game 1 decisively 12-2 over Cal Poly.
A complete domination from start to finish. And they are on the precipice again. 1 win away from punching their ticket for the first time to the Men's College World Series.
7 brilliant innings from Chance and Cole, 11 strikeouts, and a 14-hit attack do it for West Virginia. 12-2, they win game 1.